akwaba
Yenua
yekuso ekura yetemu
sa pepe
yetane de ebekoso ekura mu a posise de ebesi
Abusia ene Kennedy akomprekun a Japan yenim se o TV stations ene radio stations ahodo bebre no a ya na mpempi no an wode bode wuro edefa NPP amonyokuo yenim station bi etise Oman FM yenim bi tise Net 2 TV ana afenso Ash FM wokumase ene radio stations ahodo bebre no a tise de chama wontumi so ebiebie a wode ebo NPP ho da wuro no na yabeka ya 2023 bra wonum call primaries na Kennedy akomprekun Japan olusuye ema Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia ewene ya obetu franka se oko 2024 no eba santi ema Kennedy akomprekun Japan ni television station ni radio stations no adwuma na wonum yo edeboa NPP amayokyo no wonum ede abufuo ni amemenfe eja ise adwuma ni nyina ya na wonum enye bio afi no mabiem ama NDC fo mpo beye campaign wo ho kirese kane niema nanka wonum mbo hu dawuro na afi de no mabiem frise na wonum susu se Kennedy akomprekun Japan yesisi no kwan bi so ntri ena ema wonum susu enya asa abufuo no a na wonum emfa nyesa NPP adwuma ni biewo 2026 ya sai akọ abatoa no biewo ama ya saka koyi Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia sese wono ena eba betu franka de ama NPP amonyoko ne Kennedy akomprekun Japan ne gina bra ye nyina ye nimba bia sese aka akoduro na wobepene ama ne mai akosoa aboda wuro de ama NPP ana se wobesan asanim ama dwumadie bia beko bia no wono aye ye hye no so se ye bra ye ba beto abai wo hwe se de omusi eye campaign ede ma Kennedy akomprekun Japan na enyema bi omusu se Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia nye ne yiye no de ene omubo ho da wuro papa no nyina so no delegate na koko wiase o makoto ede ama Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia nene enkomotwetwe bi akoso me mama kasa nwa akora enkomotwetwe bi akoso e wo Net 2 TV abato no nyina akire na nke nim se sebe efie wo hoi akire ni abofo no bi abio na so ya to aba na wie Kennedy na emusu openka bomu enne dwumadie bi akoso Kennedy na TV station Fenster Net 2 nyanto boase na etie enkomotwetwe ni bibra asofo mpanimfo na emusifo bi bepiem wo hono mu a wonom nsem o mka o mode eta ebotam ene ade no yenyanto boase na yentie sade enkomonisi koye.
This is the decision new patriotic party delegates are taking say Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia na womo atonsa de eyi no say ono no ndi NPP party nanim na domo a edi yewura ken no hina Japan achi no nokra ne say amanfo aboto edru sabre we mu a emu aye den ama yemu binom pa nyasem ketwa ja ye keka ne papam ne ye nyina ye hwehwe but etu ahene ne asi ahene fo nso so da bi ne ayen ye kire ne de over the bar ne mom ne omo nso so e kanie sese ba bia ye gina nie Dr. Bawumia and the lead NPP party
yo ne edika no mepese me de clergy for ken fo nchia e be siu so e de amahwefo ne atifo nyina ne almost yen se yen kan kire nso obi en hye no den na yemye ni na urade so na ono ana tenia esie nase ne edikan no no kre sane a wo kan no se MPP delegates no wo mo decide but the decision is questionable ne American ne nyina no is from the clergy's point of view,
okay,
not from party point of view because no clergy for Ken no NDC MPP and one more India kabum enti se bibi ba sanya yen si hwe no no ya ne yen hwe no from the perspective of MPP aha na yema yenkofo no tigumu yehwe ena be for the 2 hours no now I was receiving confidential informations,
okay,
because nipa pi wo ho a erade na meswatiti wo no ma wo ma be attitude for dodo na di akotina na bi involve e wo Dr. Bawumia ne team mu ombe gu kumase ne ade nyina enti nhihye no ma ye nyina ne omtwa mu so mo fa nya adwuma eye metwofo a wombeti wo magum
okay
but enieme num o mka ye nyina ni nyina atimi aye adwuma pepepepe ma a figures no so pepepe enti e ma ye clergy ni hu ni say NPP betima ginani abon ho abaso so but ye hu say a questionable election
okay
fact ya de to 2023 no ho a eya bia bemo bu NPP ho kane no sane na me hu NPP no me pinche hu pi no me hu sanye sa nete enti say ya hwe ni yi a nia ekoso no going forward no ya dudu amembo no aye ka no ne fapem no nye wontumi nkan kire me say wo shedem now do adwini ahihye nchihye bi se nipa baako fo ne pese ade chinchina atwan on ye de no home party so e de ho omanfo so atwetwe sika kese me se me call headquarters some among the 5 one of them na ni call for 700 na se we influence nipa no nipa ntim fa na dwene nto aba now catch them say a democracy na we practice here to me no I won't accept it because I hold the Bible. And I said, "Matutu akwa machina buruchire masua ngoma. Niema miensa na ma nipa bia woni ni hia hwe ni ye. Wo bia wo sua ngoma entoto na se. Wo bia watina betetuo ma na wotu kwan. Ene obi owo Kristo. Sa ni mai kabom wo bia brabom a don't take that person for granted.
Okay.
Enti media asedani ade me radio say sabi enipa wuo bia nkopie mu menyanti bi sa de kasakasa de kokoso baby kakrakra ade benti wuo bia ho asem so obi awuye de urade aso ho fi se me kan say nipa ba kokora mogya gu fom a oni enam no so no ye be pai nyame no me agu no so fi se ya bre any among yourself one nipa etimi wuo Africa no sa de no too much enye airtime Nemum and she say, course, what etimi asisi so ade akɔwie we ne de. For me, no, any credible election, and that is what the clergy is saying. Nti na me gino manemu aka near me can the clergy for Can International. We don't recognize this kind of election. They bogus.
Samum.
Oh yeah, bogus. I said it. I did, and when the only thing said they did it gently,
so you could not see.
You could not see. But a dubious election. It's not fair. Auntie, ebeya ani omumi enya election wa Ghana ni enko military.
Samum.
Oh yeah, because I say the ebe run the democracy there to me a bogus. Twetwe sika hwe emfutuo a ekum nipa enkofo kasa enam Ghana bontin so a ebi de 2 years na be de 3 years na be de wonnam a da bia ka kofitem na hwe se the lighting system eni me nkoye ye ni system a council tumi sisi adan nipa han individuals na to asase na de ntokwa ba omanu ye 2 years this is not how we build a country. Now politicians tumi nye sika pa tambu boot echeme nipa influence nipa to vote. Now just animal we nyina ka kire me say me mfa ne normal dia come on. How can this be normal?
Sir, omo tutu bata no omo ba beto aba no so we no say we ye Ashanti ade
that system no delegate system no NPP with the immediate effect so omo abolition
sir
enye
osa party
ya greedy corruption na ese nipa dwen eme nipa mana dwen nyadwuma because me wuni entia obi can real political message ye timely e betima se transform life no obi so to anansesem to ayampia na watimi aka say we nu mom na sase fa no ne yeja we enya it's not a madness madness. Africa we are mad, we don't think right. Enti media me ka kire mo enti sade a o mani mo fra broni san function nsa ye ntimi
yan fire man san she broni
nsa na me ka tonti sa pa dia ye mix democracy with military kakra because enye eye bogus na wo kura wo de jubilation kura mo jubilate ni papa mu ni na omo hwe ne ye hwe ti sa akwa bi omo se e friend koka onye careful because
I want to me akwala no
I don't know him
chema I want to me kokot
no to me kan kire me say ye nyina ye nka mom unity obra wo fiti ase a wototo ayam before the election ye matem didie empotwa ni nsem hunu na wodi ana ase so wadi unkuni mo obi anu ni asem now start sa ni mani biwa wo visa nka bomu na da wotra sa Bible se nka bomu ndi na nka bomu matchra mo the principles of unity Bible no ye nka ni ye yanti ase esum ni han timi nka bom ye se no so ne ba ye Ghana na ye bad, very very bad. Wow, enti no nana wada o madan kredi kan ya a friend say clergy no ye gina ho a ye kan no.
All right. We Apostle Paul Kofi Ejekum ena mene no edi nkomo chairman for the clergy for Ken International ena mene no edi nkomo e ofidum ha. Albert Asumani political guy is also here in the studios. It definitely obejoine na yedi nkomo. Se mene Apostle ewia mene Albert Asumani political guy ena afi lawyer Kwaku Amodate will also join. Today marks exactly a year. Yes, in page medie ebae. Paul Kofi Ejekum ena yedi enkomo the chairman for clergy for Ken International wono ena wadano. Na already wakase oye niema ekoso from top bottom. Yade ekoto sabai. And then oye sika samwa ekoso eni adea. Bibia chira se Ghana hana ye wono. It is never about your competence, but it's about the fact of your envelope. Envelope nekesi no automatically will give you a political position. Eti ono ne clergy ni de hunu ni se sa batwo we no emu na ho we ene nkoma yade ahyase na yakua ni papa say nyame ma ya yedi akire yempa ni say aba yanya den
yo medasi pi eba de say no sania wonim no yakwa akoye onyankopon anamusifo a empata ho adwuma ne yeye na akoye empata ho adwuma yi ya ne sese yetimi ehwe enipa asam a asie no ho yaw edi wondem enema bebre ne betimi asi oman mu abema nipa timi edi yaw ebi ne se yekwa abato so se ne yasie nti ba ne saa na wo ye onyame na musini a esese opekwan bi so a wode afutuo be ma ne mema adofo no mu a na omotai ne omususu se wadi nkugu no sebe ya emanipa be mumuo enkofa yade eno hawbi emfamri nipa ne tichiru ne se afa no no susu se wadi nkunimu a wadi huro bi ene kasa bi kasantwi bi no ya hwe a na akọ hawbi ama wako akọ ye ne a ensese oye enti machiro eho acheka obi a eno na mepese yedi eho enkomo na mum mesre se adwumadie we no nyame na de ahyira station
sinipe no
nyame na de ahyira sa station nti no madawoma momma bibie mumma bem se election no akowie se nti mujai megidi se onyame botaya to de domo a modi design program no enye just for election it has a lot to do nti momma enko na nim sane a ese na eho anigye nti no bebre be pese o de sika be ba be wurem na motimi asom omanfo enti ye hwe bibia matu din say dealing with pain or bitterness as a result of election outcome
say ekwan obefa so a oyawo ubefiri mu because of abatuo
bia odia unam abatuo nsunsan so boni bi enti abatuo bi koso na ohwe kwan se obedi nkunim ne nkunim na ama wo mu aya no ye dikanfo ne de o manya suahunu bebre ewom enti ya na yaudie no bewo ho but enti se wo mu ye supporters e wase
said ya na ye rakan e ka se ne supporters time na ye chante win na ono e ka win or lose because
that's right
wa dia man yosem achi pe ache so nim say wey and free mu ebeba and was me shiapa
and hunsu hia so say going forward as a country no obi a wo form political party bia na politician no the moment a wonya dom edi wachi no as a set top bibia mo educate nipa no about some of these things you see na me Ghana politics ni say politicians ni dom no kukushia yeah it's all about power power but they don't really give them a real education and also can be the ma omukwa abato so a omu sika bi atimi influence won na omu yadi me see baby okwa me ko gina me hwe delegates na awreho bi o ha obi asebi o ma no no nsa omu sen so bi atutu na this is sankofo yi no omu se so omu book me say wo omu na represent party no ko
take decision
really there's something wrong basically enti no esi educate amanfo enti sa ebedu baby no ne de nkofo akoma ana edi agro enam politics nti ai ti matro bibi wa ha say there will always be pain, especially in the situation where politics in Ghana has been designed to favor a particular person through unreasonable systems. Set be a saya no beba. And now say, O mino, Sanya party, I can see me, and you see, when she say, Yafano, I say, one more she say, Niomo pebum, and I say, but obviously. Yan 2 months for abedu baby no ma do makoma e wura politics mu traso no e betima hawon
dodo na be free
dodo na makofa hawo bebre e dia ba in challenging times this is how you should respond to such situations. Number 1, obi a wotie bia na yasie no odi hu yaw. Stay away from any kind of information that may increase your pain or bitterness, if that is possible. So the amidi kind say, but modern chun who free a dear bia obi can say young como say young a day bibi a bema or yaw noa.
Bibi a young poor trebia who
say a news ukrana utie na rene be hawa dum TV no dum radio no usika and other toy a bia na unyo bia ubetim absorb ni eba obi oha otimi absorb bibia obi a osania ositie jesa me wetie say betman obi a ho abotre say we wadimi kura say de kura betman entertain no foolishness but they do be a pem there na pem.
Yeah.
Enti bia na obi oha oni sa akoma no saafo saa no ni amesre se akoba se ya nipa wo gini dipa wo ni mpefe se campaign no de na bibia da yopo nanso otimfo timu a owo kawa
efo abeti
ana akọ wie saa enti ane na ne eno ane se any kind of information ebema yaw na yebebre no na wajai say newspaper na obekan yo sense obi na be fro say oba mane a enhye dan yo ani gi a twonfiri ni nyina ho for some time we yesa ebema pain no reduce gradually na enkoma bitterness no kofa obi bremro because udi ya pisa wo ho say wo candidate lose no it was something to do with your health.
Exactly.
Ebetimi ahwadwene pa de tosu mienu. Be selective of which cause to pick and what not to pick. One ado ho na ado fun. Enti no mi awani say wo selective of calls. Eba. One. Enti sa edin sunsanso boni be brew. Ama obi fra wo fra kra so obedi hu fa obi ane bi owo Brian fan or Bawumia fan, whatever it is. Obejojo wu a no anya abotre oferefo no nanso politics mu no e kofanto ko hunu bi e de abremo e basa enyefe enkola su a wo Ghana ha say amanyo semse ba bia mi gina e mo obi bu mi se me yetamfo no e very bad.
Exactly.
Very very bad. E kira wo say yenko obi sa o enti wo say yenko obi sa obi de bi di mi sa o yerepa wo wura bi na sabe wo say wo sawutuwe na udika na diachi na mama ni moye dam da da mi ma ni moye no na wan studio
eno ano no
they catch them say a hantan suban na ekuta no especially with the MP no wo yi menhia no young MPB no ye adwuma kra o a life ni ado no so ye bi sa niemo ho sa da mi timi hu MPP na niemo ho ko fefri infa what sort of spirit is this? I mean pakra mi ho pesa de no kra ade me nya minimu antimi se me supporto Alankas eno egwei ara na supporto Alankas je didi mu ase Canada se egwei na dey sabu na bomba wias o man won kwa dia no yenye ne sa enti o mu hweye do o ma hweye a sania sabi NDC esi ya ne nioma fa no MPP anim bagu ase o timi nzori o wo mu nya subafon no na nya sa na sabi 1992 ye de shase enti mo amaye betai these are the process how bet me they minimize the pain na enkofa how be mro. Number 3, minimize and respond only to a few media houses. You minimize and respond to only few media houses, especially those that understand your political beliefs and policies. I don't know, it goes with one more sabi omoye politicians no person and I say campaign coordinators na sefo no basa ekwan a wo fa so a woni media no engage ne se oteso yes so
you bia no frɛ wa
no fa asembia na radio bia frɛ bia na wo kasa wan we yi a wo bekɔ akɔka ne nsese ye ka na akɔfa nsɛmpi de aba enti mo hwɛ yi wo media houses kura was a mutumi respondo womo no yeah near also a 9 try as much as possible not to take a hasty decision based on what has happened especially with the candidate very very important me futu a clergy no me gina woman nemu kansan kebeye year madaroma yewura compre kon ompe batetuo bi ntunkope ba bi nche na omfa nkranto akiri se na pamfo no ano no mudi ade ni nyina anim no obi antwentwen bibia so kakra onso ono ankasa wa exhausted obre o no body na unso abre onso ye kura de kura unso ya bre pa because enya de dafo na onko pe baby nche se Ghana akura na obefiri a onko mra no na onyame dom wa refresh na fe watima dwene ne ma pii ho and this okoso tena ya na we interview no na we push no we a ave ne kasa mu no ebedu baby no obekasa atsa so mo aka ne yenka afi se ne a ope no wo wie na dwuma ntese so odan ho so no he no so yi e na mo nti ase say so onyame so obedi president he can become a president with NPP or without NPP. That boldness must come. And some who are in Persia can abontine. They will meto you on Nora and then impending for. Ghana for Don, yeah, Nadan, and yet camouflage. It's a true love.
Exactly.
Because you are branding contempo for politicians. We are sick and tired of it. You probia or you no kwafwa. You bet timidi you rush any penny say this is our leader. And now most of the Ghanaians are thinking about. And unlimited home because of MPP. Or such an MPP bebre. Nyami bet timidi na ye. Inti onhwe ni ye na wanyade na wo mo ben no so no sabi utu fotu papa
yeah
etobri bi nipa nya kwanya ben atitirufuo bi no ya na wo mo futuo no meslidi wo mo ya niema enye
nanti twetwen afutuo nkoa
bi on ma na nkwada asem ne niema bi sa na dwene mu sabi e ha banya no wanya panyin anim adom nti na okeka nsem ngumran no wase panyin na koma eno so ebase ya na enye. Number 5, the leadership of Ken team should engage in a series of meetings with various campaign teams for encouragement and listen to what they have to say. Moment now. Moment yan sa kanin no 2023 na aban ye tuwie ya wo mbe ye Thanksgiving ba kubu papa ni fie enenu ano no e mankofo bebrebu fu Ken. Yeah, bebre dwai papa we ye no da chen ade amanfo dwa ne kese pa ne pa opentem ene Bawumia kotu anamo. And I make answer, baby, I'm on your 7 drone. So one win ye now the party don't go, no one mean one more. A power somewhere and your party members are or political career now ending. Yeah, a person so be harding. Now, for so, and your person, yes, no, I will limit to one when you to me do why you. Oh, until Nadauma, the team will know the teacher for no one shall see into animal. There was 16 regions, and yes, you can send the meeting. What do you say, Dampo? Yeah, then now one wants to say, Clegia, no, a contract you moving them all the 16 regions. We're able to do it for you because we're here, you're far budget amro. You're Magisa Biteku and Nasimpoa, and for your baby, and na, a do baby na film in personal bedding clergy, and Sofo Alex, a champon, or nay. Mr. Utibus and Yenya Ejabu, Wamomi and Sankabo no my 1,002 for all this work. Yaka be a any tracika. Capre and free be a clergy for Ken, and nothing an uncle for any breno, as of one PV say I had do dear. No mundim say a your pet, you say a your friend budget can see be and when a year you come back in how much years a sad here. Radio be a mekosu be a misika to ho. Omo di adanse ni betuaka. Ni eye adwuma no
because of nip ania
oman ho do
botaya
ene semia minim se wo wura no ade ewo ni mu no na ga na nya enu nti de eku ye ho saa sabi nye sika ana nya hwenya ni bonyam ye pa nya hwe ye tu enyame wo hira dada na ye we ni onyam dada ye enya sabi politics na de bebre as simple as that. Wow. Nti yesra mo montenna do nipa ya ade a osayeye me kase nkofo bebre abo yade ebra wo mu nam a wo mu hu delegates no de sabi kokosika osadi a mo kekeke yi a me se esi etwam na moyi ebi ne nwuram enya sam keto o nti ugya ne saa na nano fo no man frefre wo mu a
ese nra pani bi a ofre me ya wo no kra no ote Islegon ono ate na se o na ofre me a ye kasa chese endi be sema miensa kra opani tusu chese nyansem keto akra o a chese na form enti these are people a esese hu kwan abefa so no omo ebedi nkuta ho
fe ni amede be ka ho bio sorry se metu ano ne we ka ho bio ne mo amunyi monim a bi kura mo ye adwuma ma papa Kennedy mo ye coordinators mo ye chairman mo ye sponsors e bia presenters and whatever it is. Mom pentem enyimonim or in the name of reconciliation in preach peace. You will be seen in the sight of the public as hypocrite. When you're careful. Leave it. Just leave it for the situation to die naturally. Because before when you na before soon you uraba. I just see at what baby and fancy again kumutie within best 3 months now message change. Hey, again kum. Any pan fan chawda. Enti modi amunhwa so nyam wadwuma kakran se suban papa bi dadi wo Bawumia mu a ekyesa afedi ekwaku Bawumia wasesa
ene na chita
ese nipa nyina support a amfo be kire ne ntoaso ena papa Kennedy ko preach peace and na nkyesa sa peace no oka ye no automatically obi ate ase ono oye kontakro but nipa support ni nyina obi adi no so enti mesre no ohwe ka say da tu ani bre ato ni bre papa kane na manfo kwahye se okọ support you can Bawumia no nia na all can say enye won ho no asesa ede na asesa people were questioning. We must be honest and be honest until the end. In terms of when yeni abrepa enti ne to so bi o say prominent politicians among the losers of the election should take some time to travel to isolated places. Omunyina sa no munko dwo ma ho mehwehwe abrabo no mu enwunwu ne nyoma bi kakra na etimi aboa. Number 7 or 8, the leadership of the loser should not take longer time to meet various groups and some personalities who supported them. Omani chekra ntempa because atie bia no se papa Kennedy ansan ko bi okura obi ono bebo kwan ma obi na ono no kwan ya obo ama obi no ono ni gidi aman forward sa dom no be blessed depart ti say wanye careful a ebe damage nioma obi sorry na nipa de nim se we ne line pe gidi ni nyadwuma ye be refer wono say support be ne amfa make wi ase no o ma ye nyina da ne nkwase
ensesi fom
ensese
basa group bi anamegom say yewura can see peace crowd or they are out of NPP. They won't say anything, they won't talk anything politics, they won't do anything politics. And na jubaya no me no na me no mo ejina your friends TikTok live so any mo kasa say munya abotre ba akukra de ka kire me say abotre bia ni ba bia because you no ani sika no de internet e de it wo mo nka bibia about NPP am so munya abotre ne hwe kendi ne no ti brana aduru mu no denti niama oni ye che no bebo apa
nti enye tra sa ufiti prekopa maya mana ye normal with you nti muni sa mo ye chichi nkofo nsa peace reconciliation peace when ye very peculiar situation when a highly sensitive one nti wan hweye asema bebre MPP no wono mo enti mesre no munya hweye pa me se me yiri kura sabi oda mabamu po me se it take longer time asa me krokro no a me tase adwuma e won tiase what oni bufu on tiase won tiase na dawurade asese wo kunu dan de oni kunu so emei asabebreti me bi kra mu hunu ba bi o makoda enom ni ade enti nyamede ba wie na me de atwa to agya mo ho and it said the leadership of the loser should not engage in any engagement without consultation of the prominent people around him and his supporters. And so yes, sir. A special situation. Obia na person ne papa kan na di wedding komo crisis so make sure say guru sa oni omuti map no watie ni obi abeka.
Exactly.
And this one be sum ni fidie. Me na make a chiro. Papa ne bi share ampe na asemo. E wan pipi ni mu. Ya, etimum yen kata so. We be the romance yi no ye wie ye entertain na unity. Listen, we are see unity. What are the principles of unity? What? Pa na that's a boy. Ubi SSO your software no de ya wunti. Actually bibi a anointing where you so on the ye. Sebi or kwasiam penny, I'm sorry. Ukuta Bible now develop bitterness. E di anko. Wonko na yo di fo into expose war. Wonko. E di asam no. Ya kuta Bible ne si ntimi mfanche odasani a wa heti em personally a. Na mfa so os na ne say. Oman wo adwuma na say be oil. Ti say na wuti a wi. Enye personal issue. Adentin na say hawo. Na wo ya papa ntinte be kwa wie sa.
Wani mbebe nyam.
Sorry bebre ba ye wo hwan no fa me di ameka. Aden. Oh, na ma wo ya bebre make us all sabi so gina ndisi afon. Enti na office nyame no wasai. Woni sa wo ya ndisi ni wo mpa NPP asem no wo no be yisu ama wadi. Asasi ya bi ti city pay no asasi ya tisi ho hwe even abattoir and in comshe. The next time we come, we look into all these things. What guys and bam, catch them say, Mamunya complacent with prophecy. Then we want him. Munge the year. Maybe I was emphasizing on hard work. Obi mafia or mafia nibi because they are politics. So nipa no so and then when you are we have a catch us uradi. Uradi the assassin
for the sake of the power.
Yet assassin so uradi on the bedomai. What the amai yen don ye didi. We have no how nyame said we no ko ja na ma. Yen tin nyame na se. Ye can be di keke. Me ti say mpo.
Na o say o the romance. O person the romance.
Na ya ready. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Romans chapter 14 verse 19. Was it therefore let us pursue the things which make peace. Pursue. Not just peace. A dear na wo ye ne yebe na wo yi na dia anti wo kan so bi atem. Wo kan unity asem. She wanna say, Mama yenye ni a dear sumbie ba. And to onipa the sani preacher sumbie. Then so ne ni yen fa sumbie ma. Asumbie ne ma. Sana tie.
Yeah.
As I said, you pay a gas here that I honor.
Can crunch.
I get to a baby and Uncle Ja, my ye if it's a woman, Yamoya Yamodia win you. Woman. Mosi amfa ne saa na ye normal Ghana politics. Me baby am kwata brogiman de. Yes and ye titi ye. Ye mfa kro no na politics. Abrofo no kra wo ye saa no mu so mu a. Asembe ba wo ta ye nkiti bi frafra but omuto dawa. Enu anu no.
Se ebi nana ye me hyase na me kan se okohwe France mampani Yera Emmanuel Macron ebe di minister or the minister under the Socialist Party.
That's right.
But say or mampani or the movement no di mampani e di ebe ntia e sisi semia sa on ye wie ne ye san twetwi nipa twetwi nipa na say ya bo ye san ebre usun ya wie any ade all in the name of politics. As am politics na koye say buga by all means buga you hear say peace
and Ashanti Media bro me ntwa no hwe Ashanti regional minister NDC Ashanti regional minister I'm for taking for granted. The guy is really working with him na onim ne ebesi enti was strategizing nioma akohem for register every register for dangerous very dangerous and you know
na pani bi ne me kasa wa Asante mantem say sa NPP top down approach na mo de bae no ebe ye o mo say oh yaye yanya ne aye pafiri mu omunim sunsun aso o say afa na sunsun aso ne beba
yes
now omo a wudi kan de omo eye top ho no abufuo wo ho
yes
afa na beba down abufuo san beba o san be ko bi abufuo beba wo ahwe nipa o be chom ho afri party ni mo no
ebe dosu
enya asem ketwa etinka wo shase de free form na wo de ba ya beduru soro a wo be siesie free form na nka wo de aba wo be ye den siesie free soro e de akofo ma na yeyi
yo intermediate awurade hye obi edin ye beda obi anso ase ye beda lawyer amodata ase bukui a watwiri enonko ayadenya kese na mesre se ye momodin na yentimi enya copies if you send somewhere woman no setie bia so ba bia nyina yemfaso ya kenkan etimesua ne ma ne bi yesu mai ne wiase nko na wie ya yehia ngoma na ngoma no nso so ngoma abetima boa am yehunu se ne politics na ni so esi etie me metie bedu a wo hwe na bi kra me manfo kasa ne me nso me nkogina man kogina samle ma bia na MP na me nso me kwa kogina president ni bi kra mboto ama me kra nka me gina kamejina mejim hudi se metumi ayo aha nentina mani abri sika sam no se sika de me menya bi nkyem wo bia na me mma wo sika se koto aba entu ma me
Ghana de obedi president there say ope
o ade nka metro me de baye ngoma de akocho o ma bi na ma wie madwuma come heaven and say me ko tua sika pa involved in corruption I can't do that and yet ntino the area and the better we stop it and say o man be destroy. It's not how we build a country. You're wrong.
All right.
And to make them nyina say radin come na mo nhyam ho den. Mo nhyam ho di o man mema nhyam mo bia manano nkopa. Wo de ne ha wo no wo betimi a kire wadwen say we de amigidi se menyi ne ha me. Na mo ano nkopa nkodi obi atenko kasem bia e de so boni ebebre wo. Enchenche wo nafe. Enche mfie miensa de se nchereba. Na fi general election aba so nti basa na ono no na na office wasisi wa se ne wo so be kire wadwen sa dan obenya safo yi bunu be
yanka na sem
NPP for mun hye no so se yen clergy ne be sesa ya dwene a ye wo 10 questions adi se mu yi ano ansan de edum boni akyem
monso modoso mo members nso so do
be platform so be ye meeting wo bu ofu papa
mo numbers no so ye be hia wo general elections
etino mo afekura ne ebete se kura do mo se yen ko register ne enye no advocacy for good governance oh the group has come to say
NSSA mu betre
oh ye ne abre ye pese establish a Christian group a yes you advocate for good governance
political za we sofo menim wogusu diba onda ne ho adi ene ya memu abonesu na ebe ya wo de na hyem na afei sese na chese
enya ngongwa mu nse wo kasa ne nsam se ne wo kan nsam
o esofo
e chese obi o kinka bible
ai odi oguso
emfaso di e wo kristosom mapa any politics no no ti e be sere wo mu nso a wo mu de kristosom abata politics nso mu ni nokura kakra
no no
enkontompo no a obi ka so yo sofo no bata politics no wo ye ya ne hadwene wo ye sofo ana wo ye kristoni yes jessica koma delegates no akotete so ade enye esa ma politicians no ntumi mfo mo ho ntue so se we ye sofo obokola kola no nya na manfo he ne sabre yo
esuban said ye hu say politics o ka say obi say me a politician pe na afa no obi atwetwe no ko na chi ye hwe usuban
o ka say sofo nso ana no so aye hu pa baba yo nyamija wati say dey so kuma no wanya rechekere ebe so waware na wo sujani
o debi papa
wo bre wo for dem achekere no wure ewurade nka ho wati ewurade nka ye wura akompre no shenedi
amen
seti bia
ebe
recipe
nyameti ase ye ne apostle Paul Kofi Ejekum ono chairman for the clergy for Ken International na edi enkomo efu a asofo nkwa no makom ho abom no kra ne se wo members edoso papa ewo ewiase afa na nyina na ono ene ye ne no edi nkomo ensoso efudue mo ma me ntwa me ho mra na fei Albert Asomani political za enso ebe join me na ye di nkomo efudue mo ha ye frɛ me Anthony Kofi Inkum Daze Mr Inkum ene me din sino pain ya kano senia etie we are on.
Church, and thank you, Prophet, for the opportunity to once again be here. If you recall, we were here a couple of months ago to request for prayer ahead of the 2026 presidential primaries, which our candidate, Kennedy Japan, contested. And indeed, prayers were offered, prophecies were given, which, of course, as believers, we do align. We went for the election. Unfortunately, the results was not as we expected. But as believers, we align with the words of Romans 8:28, which reads that, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and to them who are called according to his purpose. Again, we also align with the word of God in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, which reads that in every situation, give thanks to God. For this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. And so whether good or bad, we still give thanks to God. I am sure if it went well, we would have still come here to give thanks to God. And so even when our expectations were not met, we still believe that it's still part of God's grand scheme for the team, for Kennedy Japan, and for all lovers. Yesterday, Ken himself reached out to Prophet, at least to say hi to him, encourage him, and console all of us. Today, we are also here once again to give thanks to the Lord. But this defeat has taught us a lesson. Most importantly, it's taught us a lesson in faith. And our understanding of faith has now been a bit redefined, but it's not shaking. Our understanding of faith is that faith for us as a team is a walk with God and not a transaction with God. And I repeat, faith for us, the team Ken, our understanding is that it's a walk with God. See the pain. And not a transaction with God. You know, as believers, when you have a transaction with God, you expect that once God says this, and you also say that it must happen. Like you enter a grocery shop, the expectation is that so far as you have your money, you should be able to pick the list of items that you have written. But that's not faith. Our understanding of faith is that you have a strong belief in the character and personality of God, that God will perform. That even if he fails to perform, it's still part of his great and grand scheme for your good. That is our understanding of it. See the pain. See the pain. And so even as we went to the pool and lost, we still believe that it's still part of God's grand scheme for our life and for his greater purpose. And of course, we also align with a similar biblical happen in the history of, the Christian faith. If you recall the case of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were very confident that their God will come through for them when they were resolute that they were not going to bow to the lesser God. They said that their God will come through for them and rescue them. But they made a point that was also very profound. They said that even if God does not come through, they will still not bow down to that lesser God. And so for us, Prophet Bernard had prophesied. Our expectation was that it was going to come to pass or be fulfilled. Even if it still did not come to pass, we still believe that that is still part of the grand scheme for God for our lives.
Honorable Kennedy Oyine Japan for his passion, his firm belief in accountability, and his unshakable commitment to the ordinary Ghanaian. For me personally, this is a friend, true and trusted, with whom I share a code. I believe that in this life, in all situations, loyalty to friendship is very essential. See the pain. And man must not forget his friend, because there is everything wrong with a friend. My relationship with him remain unsoiled till time shall be no more.
Welcome back. Sinopejumedi and yade ebre no. Yegyina baabi yegyina ya kan sania etie pepepe. Enye aha ene efure fransem wontoma aha ne ye hu hintedua akire ya ka sania etie no pepepe and yade ko. Albert Asumani political za atenase ya yade ebre wo. Sabato we afi enso ofie nti messages ahodo ni nyina nso no obeba na wa be kan de amaye. Afi ye beko ahoma so na etiefo ne ahwefo nso abem amyedi nkomo okan ho ewo Oman 107.1 FM eno wan krampopone mantemo sanso ene eduru finfiri mantemo a asinfo so precisely e won so ye nap radio 90.1 afi se ye wurawura mu apiem wo otumfo se tutu otoso mienu ahemboboa no Asante mantemo precisely Kumasi a eye ash 101.1 and ikutem ya de ebro. And then you can also join us on Net2 TV GH on Facebook, Net2 TV GH on YouTube as well. And the mother of all televisions, Net2 TV account and ya de ebro. You from Mr. Inkum Albert Asumani political za atnase openi bibia boko de.
Mr. Inkum boko na so e.
Nyame adom ahoden e wo ho.
Ye de nyame ase.
Sese weekend na etisen utimi edi ni ye ukra de nim se we kwanhweni wantimi ankwa asore memenda no because of adwuma nti
yes
enra wonda eye papa
Mr. Nkum ma menchia na menchia ahwefo ne atifo na yedi kan no answer na meba o question ni so memfa nchia kese ma Honorable Ken or Hene Japan and any team members in Ubia Oboa and the campaign from beginning to the end. Coordinators, regional coordinators, constituency coordinators, and now be Biara and core team members in so normal call the length and breadth of the country and so in Franchiaka Siamon and there will be Biasi. Na Omonswa Omoje Bre. Ekokoto aba Saturday ye twa mu de ma ye raken so emphasis that kese mo for the confidence and the trust that omo wo woni mu say anka obetimi aba be di NPP party no enim na it's rather unfortunate say nipa na ekoto aba no mu duduo no say omo mpese Honorable Ken be di omenim. Na let's put on record so say nipa no almost choose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so no omo 100,000 and na almost some person Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be DMPP anim and for that matter I'm finding called the 2028 election enti yenyina to abanwe na say the results ni tie yenyina yehu. It was quite disappointing. So my catcher said the weekend was good and it was disappointing because I still stand by the conviction say MPP party no be a one nanke here Honorable Ken not just to win the election, the 2028 election alone, but also to bring some sanity to the party. Na party no ehunya kono. Because the truth of the matter is that Mr. Nkum MPP party na osisi and yakoto aba ko yi flag bearer but adwuma wo party no papa. I am still thinking I just can't understand and I just don't know how MPP will become the original MPP that we knew. I'm not saying say you're freaking so but what I'm saying is that the MPP that we knew, no, as I said, Juma, any bebre come. Obia wa MPP near what the party nechi, who they were MPP and Mr. Nkum, and no near who. So one, we wanted Honorable Ken to come and go for the 2028 election, but not the key point in so they say on sanity be Emra party no. Nema party no enumonyam no emra se so betimi aka MPP ho asem a then you are talking about na President Kufuor and President Kufuor share the immediate past government create Mr. Nkum. No MPP person is proud of the government to say and then NDC is just a year old in government. Na no nyam 1 year na be kata Kufuor do 8 years ni na so die entia. Gross mismanagement. Gross indiscipline. Yam bon Kufuor chem so. Asi Nyankopon bo Ghana maaye no ye de hye nkofo bi nsam eyo inheritance. Eyo mo birthright. Enti boko na munya ba mu baaye na party no ye mbuni biu. Mr. Nkum eno ene ba bia ye boy nei. En ma obi antena ba bi nka se we Congress yankoto abanko flag ba yiwie no party na ye party. Mr. Nkum. The future is pregnant.
I tell you.
The future of NPP is pregnant. And only God knows what the future will bring forth. Because Mr. Nkum, from Saturday besi ende, meaning Kofo din komo, meaning Kofo akasa. If anybody is somewhere thinking say and ya to abana we be okay, and Mr. Nkum, and some who be a starting ban. Me pese ba so that me so metimi no ma yes ade.
Exactly.
I want you to come.
Obi in the obi boto.
Oh yes. I want you to come. One. Anna, yeba ebe we or the saying yebezi we ye fi ho. And MP we ya support here. Yebe clear no. And yebe say I want that thing to start.
Yeah.
Omo check ran kesen kenne nankasa names neighbor. Nankasa and then names neighbor. The man here before anything Nkum. Sa boys na omo and now manya kwanya ko parliament the dwen so muni nyansa che obi or party no. The likes of Samia Wuku or Ponkroma are you a free year no no. These guys think say they are the wisest people in the NPP.
Ayom say we are you.
Time na compare kunu ayi or the saying Akufo adonom ne Kufuor no tenase din komo no. Mo na mo ye afagfo. Na mo ne nam street so na we demonstration. Na mo back in Japan o se mo kwa demonstration almost sponsor mo.
Yeah.
Mo ma muskanton so. E mo fa bus. Are you a free year? You rode on the bus of Afag na de be you a free year. Who didn't know you? And then you think say una ye key strategist. Okay kaka. Mr. Abani ya to awie.
Ya wie.
Mumpeo.
Ya wie.
Honorable Ken on Saturday, hours before the official declaration, ono ankasa pen coalition na wa ye no. Realize say, of course, the delegates, majority of the people that voted say, Omo MP Honorable Ken. Ojitumu in good faith, he placed calls to the people that he was contesting with. He been so friend. And then the Kasaye, you realize say, no politics no what you say. Mzangu mobi on what MP for? The saying 24 years. 6 election cycles. And then no who be that. Can Japan 2008 and MPP lose the election. Can Japan 1992 and NDC lose the election. MPP lose the election. And to Mr. Nkum, Sanyo mani nyina
no phone no ahwe obi se said ya we no menju phone ntontwene na otet.
There's also on the one motive is something our friend.
Na nyangwa
eba asem so ni.
Ekwa don ko bese. Mo yam interview so na Johnson aka ni. Ya mo Johnson mre.
Mr. Nkum. Yes
ya de bia yesere no ano no.
Enti me say, wo hwe sa eniema yi.
Any said your more.
Any said your more ya. And not dear MPP party, no, Mr. Nkum. The future no. A bled. Me, I can't see anything. What they saying? Oh, now we jump on. Okay, say some people were having the hope that there was light at the end of the tunnel. With this MPP, there's no even tunnel, let alone to see the light. What I say? The tunnel, we can't see the tunnel. And when the hope say, oh, I'm in the tunnel, I see light somewhere. The tunnel is blocked. There's no tunnel. Enti part the akoto abewie. Wo de wo feel say ne MPP abesho wonsem. Una wo kon Mr. Nkum. The New Patriotic Party about a 2 years. We were expecting 211,849 delegates to vote. And only delegate a down voter register. Sankofui. A more half umpan to Abama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Let's put it on record. Though we're winning election, but in Kofwana voter roll, so I say will be a 211,000. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia garnered a little over 100,000. And to see a francophone kwake kena no more MPP register no more than 50% give and take no. They are not in favor of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But yakoto abanawie no there. We are going forward on a flag bearer. But the MPP be year. People shouldn't be sitting at home popping champagne thinking so many can Japan. People shouldn't be sitting at home thinking, say, oh, we've arrived. As I said, the future is pregnant. Nasana Bekwa MPP AB and I been see a person coca. You are the same alpha hour for whom near the party near prayer meeting there, near power there, and the Beko Swatsana opposition. But say you perceive about power there. Then after you a flag bearer. SSS sanity, respect. Eba party num. Niam fa respect ma de respect ye den. Ese no. What you say? Na so kwotena baabi. Na so ye wadwen so ya ba party num de pen ye pese ye entine ne obi antimi nka ehwe a. Party no Mr. Nkum. GH mensanom adubo atnenom or the saying Dr. Sansebi num omo wanfa.
Amadiko.
Enti no obi ani wa party no yesi said the ponko bi a anka ne to no
sana enka
okonfo so sem Mr. Nkum. Enti party no enne se wo da we wadwen se wo na enne no you are placed at a certain place. Yeah, what the beba. Yen so da haya na yewo party no yen me no mienu nya atra aka say yesum MPP yensum nipa. Nansu nipa na ye de MPP. Sebi aboa osono no kura o ye symbol no ye nim so ye Ghana osono ana say ye
Burkina for die bi
o ti ase ana say Egypt for die kura ye nim but ye gidi say o ye osono but nipa na ye do mu ye nti no e nipa bi na be ma party no ho ye nipa akono na nipa akoto aba ma party enti se o ba na o se wo de wo na wa arrive wo ye magajia ababa wa umuhwe abrantie umuhwe enti no de otimi kan nipa nim de opa bia eduru se ekoye party adwuma na wo ba mpa be frɛ me wo me akɔ eduru se kwa akoye campaign na wo ba wura kwasi ni sinfie wo akɔ wo ti ase enti party na Mr. Nkum be se obi abeduru no one head on say yakoto abako yi flag bearer na emom se de be ye de respect ebe ba party no mu no eno ne ade a se sei but de ye beduru respect and or the same unity no. And you see, we cannot unite when people are disrespecting party people. After your marking, Matisse say, and Crawford, Ekika ne hon sem say, yen
kotuna de
minority. That is see, after your marking, what is second in Japan when it comes to the constituency organization. There be a like I said. Until 2024 election no na MPP for no ho na masre omo kan mo stronghold na ma kan asen central ka ho after 2024 then they realize say sa asen central ka na nyom stronghold na name na nipa na wo ho na ma ho strong me see central region when seats were falling afenyo marking was strong there at Ifutu. If they think say Ifutu yomusita, they should try that nonsense at Ifutu.
Say no almost say almost pese almost shase from the parliament. It ye ko tuna free as minority leader. Na ya de amakojo upon koroma. Na sa asem we say ma be gina kan wan say be over 3 months ago.
Yes sir.
Say omoko di san komo na che o. eti wamo ba beye. But you see, afenyo marking one thing and say nobody within the NPP and will bet me akase or contest afenyo marking. Ewo efutu akwa kotu na afia konya so primaries. And to me sit there, it will never happen. Now enyama afenyo marking na ye on the futu land. I know afenyo marking more than more money no ye politics no. And I can tell you, say, a Juma Abrantia no aye at the age of 24 years, and no chance say or rise in politics. And he was rocking shoulder with the likes of Makhama.
Yeah.
You think is a joke, eh? Afenyo marking when you for se kojo pon kroma no your friends Samia Okuno your pam nkofo do om kosi won nya sa na ti o.
That time for your from efutu that time na bodwiase num nyina
what and Afenyo was a young man 24 years no, 24 years na ya to aba wakọ promise awini yesi o uswa ntie ma wonko eti besen kwatena ase na yemfa nipa foforo nko. Do you know what Afenyo has gone through our surviving through this level? Nobody should try him. Because some more try Afenyo enim guase e be kamo no ho ahwa mo ntimi eti ehone de mesremo na mo penso so ase yewura ken oni Afenyo de kan din koma ka chense opani se be ya akonwa no fama omo na ne ompeso omo de parliament wo no omo enfanye eti Afenyo de mamon try no why mamon try no se ya to abawie ni ye pe asomdwe na napo eti yewura kenachi ewo party head office na ne niama bi ne niye bi ana oye. I don't want to show it on TV because one where before ankofo de beba no anu odin I don't want to show
na
it.
said Napo de Mr. Nkum Napo the least said about that man the better. Me I have decided say Napo ankasa no me find serious ebiem because one I don't care his relationship with Honorable Ken. Obetimi adada na ho so bi Honorable na downfall.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether Honorable also see him as a downfall. And honor the yeah mienu. Nobody chooses our friends for us. So for that matter, we can also choose friend for Honorable Ken.
Exactly.
But when it comes to Naponi behavior, no, you see, one, the level of thinking no our form. Enti Napo all the time no ade bi obeye bia na at the end of the day no na I say opani pa no yes ade we I say o kasem wie na ni aba ne ho so his mouth is always faster than the mind enti all the time no I say sa critical thinking ni ho the behavior nyina na ye ade a ede obekọ wachi but as I said no this is early days yet. Whoever thinks a party na be doing in seminar, they should take control of the party. And once that 7 December dra, ayana soldier for the FFP you got to aba.
As I say, person men nyina bo powder. Yare ayi nyina ye bo powder.
Mr. Nkum,
ya no anso abo powder no akoda.
Enti me dey ya to aba wie, me dey the American say party unity important. Respect very 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 important. There's no way from the days of a Dubai name Joe Ajukum Kufo na Akufo Addo no time. Obia no NPP mu a ye nyina ya dwen call banko mu say we ni nyina ya pe no bin see that. By a koto abawia the kind of maturity and kofo show and respect e de ma ye ho na ye de koto aba. And no what I am talking about. Enti say ye koto abawia omo nko bisa Akufo Addo ene je Akufo say abro mo call 98 aba no amu fi sunyane baaye no enkofo keka ensem sei ana yedidi nkofo atem sa ankofo bisi misagum aya enne anopai na mene madam ka asem na me say ade me ya pa ye misenkum se me MPP party nse ga me ni akire ya anka enye me ya but I have seen the sweat of Honorable Kene Japan in NPP. I have seen his contribution. Nipa papa ya hold you omo. Nipa papa ya chioma batame ho. Abrana nkofo nie ni daso. The lives of Mrantie be say ya adoma ko ba afinum. Varanda isu no mo de da. Aya.
No wan metin.
O wan wodi bisa. And people are just like disrespecting Honorable Ken. The crime minister ya also pursue the NPP flag bearer.
Yeah.
Intia ne ye ntwe na bo so ni dinner tem. Emrantia the same Jordan and be sure mo moto mu te say abro nya mo kra no.
Wo mu ni bi.
Am na kwa achi na ne tomo wo fa. What you say? Edrumre bia na brantia be ba boiling point ya. It's a same more for Jacob nyina make a say we answer the na studio mo. Because so studio hopper. It is a quattro continental ballistic missile. Who be kuni pa nyina wo studio ho. Nti ese ade akwa gina bonten. Emma for Jacob be sin ko obi amesin kom no for be sign out wa. Odi amabro nya so e de o kasa do na ofafa konso na chi.
Akopa baby atena. Utimi so nyonkonkon atimi kasa be 40 minutes.
Say oni ko
say ya jai bibi.
Body control.
What take you over?
That time no be just do
what take you over?
What you say?
O show gaga ho.
Ko sisi obe wie no be pie. Na ya fast that spray ho kakra no for be sign off. Then no for sign off no papa and away. San Mrantie nyina e disrespect Honorable Ken. Why?
Because Chika Honorable Ken nsem.
Already
no mu nyina.
Bonnie Ben no why I say Ken is up say odi NPP flag bearer. Mzenkum me say the future is pregnant and na 2nd February 2026. Nyankopon ya adom a ebia afisen a year by this time ebia na nkomo na asesa
na ade na dane
ebia na nkomo no asesa na mechi ankofo no me refie eye the oracle prophet Bernard L. Bernard
Nelson Eshen.
Msenkum if se nipa bi wasasi su a wama me ma ben na me pa prophet Bernard L. Bernard kan wama ma ben na me like minim na me but wama ma jinya me di more ente no bra me hwe no na sorry ho no na tears ed drop it. And I am telling you, a church that is built by God, no man born of a woman can bring it down. Because Nyame said, I will build my church. And in Nyame I will also be building a church, to me bringing it down. Me see the future is pregnant. Na said the future they pregnant, you know yet ha. And conform most prophet Bernard L. Bernard na the area whom say asofo. They call themselves men of God. Esre nyamedi for say washenkom ambem. Enti asofo esre wom. Anopa na me ne bongo no mo share we bi. Ana me ka tell say yenyi no. Na me papa ka kire say a Christopher o penipe ye nya atwom wo wiase pa Christopher ka. Because in the army of Christ no anka nyamima Mr. Nkum senka me dia sofo ye etutu a soldier for ho a say Ghana army eko battle wo ba bi na poetu ko mu nipa they don't leave the body. The body need to play him the neighbor fee.
You free or fast.
Say it will come na omu empa they are trying to make sure say obe survive. If they has say doctor for omo born pan here say any surgery people are there to make sure obe survive. But in the army of Christ, the wounded soldier they shoot at him and kill him. Yeah, uncle na to nyum say I am a soldier in the army of the Lord. I am a soldier in the army. And if a soldier falls down in the army of the Lord, he will rise again. But now, if a soldier falls down in the army of the Lord, they will shoot and kill you. They call themselves men of God. They don't care. They only want to be seen as righteous. Meanwhile, Muntina Christ in Pobaye. So what also are righteous? I would kahu and kayenum at the boye for saying Adam nananum to saying yenti and a Christ by. Et you feel say what the one arrive here what the nyame kasa what say uni nyame na ko breakfast and if you asase su na kwai abofo adwuma na yesu yentra hanje nipa adwuma enti se odifo bi aka asem and isi misankum Prophet Bernard L. Bernard doesn't own the universe, doesn't own the world. And at no point in time was Prophet Bernard L. Bernard saying, say, Mimi de me pebe ye saying, and I say me de me pebe ye saying. No, they are not all kind of say, or ni obofubia in the past, or ni grandmother. And then Anna ye juma. And some of our country, Mr. Nkum, we have living testimonies, including the Gamanche. Gamanche has stood at Prophet El Bernard's church and testified, said, Papa, we no catch them, baby, in that time, yeah.
And your referee Yankra was also there to testify. Timer, Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. A friend, a catcher, on country, John Dramani Mahama said, 2024 on obedi mampani.
Mr. Nkum, me say Prophet El Bernard. Babia owobia. Nyankopon bɔ ne ho ban.
If ya da ye be kɔ ne ho.
Oh, Mr. Nkum. Nyankopon bɔ ne ho ban. Na ɔma ne nkwatente na ohu 2028 2029.
Yeah.
Ɛhɔ. Me say Nyankopon bɔ ne ho ban na ohu 2028 2029. Ɛwɔ Ghana ha. Na nipa nya o madwen say ene after 31st January no Ghana yo omodea after 31st January no nyamidi fo bia ni Ghana enti no they even rubbish enema asofo oka na uwa asofo bi ne nam ho writing on social you see nyamesom na aye cheap nyamesom aye cheap. There's one guy
Yajini nyina tum.
Oh, Mr. Nkum, me say me ti idea. Me I can't tell you so onya sofu.
Yeah.
And me one thing a mama ni gi enipa ho. Whether your sofu na ordinary human being no. How me spirits enu relate. Me ti nyahia wonya me boni bia, wonya me hwe. But me spirit no enhia. Etu do say good morning kra na ne kan ya yedin. Ana nipa bu okra so a, wo sori na won tie ne nka, wo hwehwe no. Ubejuro na hu na ba kɔhwehwɛ so ho ana ewiase no saa na tie and there are some asofo so wa Mr. Nkum we money Nyankopɔn relationship no mo na nyame wo sa relationship but how you live your life anyhow sorry ma I pray for spirit of discernment for every Christian say empanifo edi anim asofo no ye betimi ehu omo eno omo suban eno omo ne ene se de omo tie eno na ma ohu se oyo Kristo ni and the man who said, Sofuoni. Was when you have a pastor like what don't you know to happen or they say?
Or
they say
Nigel Gazy.
And we'll be sending me video. Now I fat cheap oil will be a siho. Now I say what it say honorable D or the shame or bonfire or only breaky honorable ni future and I'm saying look just a poor pastor like you. What I say? Like you clearly see said this is a pastor who common sense has eluded him. Nyansa pa edidi asofo anim de asori anim de nyagezi ni bio. He may have the spirit of God every other asofo. But nyansa yedidi asori anim ese osofo pani no nyagezi abon
yenjano.